Hello, I am Lisa, and today's lesson I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm still trying to get some people to join in, and so that we have different people doing videos and things like that. But I feel like this is part of the resistance. So if there's some doubt of why you're here, if you think that everything's going fine and that everything that's happening in the school districts and the books being burned and the history being changed and all those things, you don't belong here. This is for those people that understand that we cannot rewrite history. We cannot make history change. History is history, and what needs to be taught, and trying to pretend like nothing ever happened and to go to a regime where only the white males and the rich people are making it, that's wrong. And so I want to, on this channel, to not only myself but get other people of like-minded people to come on and teach things. You know, we need to learn about resistance. We need to learn about standing up to our government. It's their job to be afraid of us, not our job to be afraid of them. And so with that, today's first lesson is going to be the American Constitution and Bill of Rights. Now, I'm not going to get through all of it because it's not a quick read, but I'm just going to read it to you because you don't know what rights are taken away from you if you don't know what rights you have. And several years ago, when the Tea Party started, they're passing out constitutions like they're all, yay, Constitution. But yet, we're trying to destroy the Constitution and ignore it? No. So, let's read it. Okay, the preamble goes like this. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure blessing of liberty to ourselves, our posterity, to obtain and establish the Constitution of this United States of America. Okay? Posterity is our descendants. So they wanted this to last a while. Article 1, Section 1 of the U.S. Constitution. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in Congress of the United States, which consists of the Senate and the House of Representatives. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a Congress of the United States and shall consist of the Senate and the House of Representatives. This is part of the checks and balances. It doesn't say anything about the executive branch, which is the president. The judicial branch is the Congress, which is the House of Representatives and the senators, and the other is judicial, which is the courts. And all are supposed to check on each other and not let anybody have more power than they're supposed to. And right now, the judicial branch is saying, whoa, hold your horses. And the executive branch is saying, no. Okay, so, Section 2 of Article 1. The House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen every second year by the people of several states, and electors of each state shall have qualifications requested for electors of the most numerous branch of the state legislature. No person shall be represented who shall not be attained the age of 25, have been 7 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be inhibited by that state in which he shall be chosen. Representatives' direct taxes shall be appropriated among several states, which may include within the Union, according to the response of numbers, which shall be determined by adding the whole number of free persons, including those bound for the service term of years, excluding Indians not taxed. 3/5 of all persons. The actual enumeration shall be made within 3 years after the first meeting of the Congress of the United States, and within several subsequent terms of 10 years, in which the matter we shall by law direct. A number of representatives shall not exceed 1 for every 30,000, but each state shall have at least 1 representative until the enumeration shall be made. The state of New Hampshire shall be entitled to choose 3. Massachusetts 8, Rhode Island and Providence plantations 1, Connecticut 5, New York 6, New Jersey 4, Pennsylvania 8, Delaware 1, Maryland 6, Virginia 10, North Carolina 5, South Carolina 5, Georgia 3. When vacancies happen with the representatives of any state, their executive authority therein should issue rights of the election to fill the vacancies. The House of Representatives shall chase their speakers until other officials shall have a roll power of impeachment. Now, basically, that just is setting up that kind of idea of how many representatives you're going to have, because we have a lot of representatives, but each state has 2 senators. So right now we have 100 senators. If you noticed, the Indians didn't count, and they talked about 3/5. Those would be the slaves. Okay. Section 3. Still Article 1. The Senate of the United States shall be composed of 2 senators from each state, chosen by the legislature thereof for 6 years. We've changed that to 4. And each senator shall have 1 vote. Immediately after shall be assembled and sequestered for the first election. They shall be divided as equally as into 3 classes. The seats of the senators of the first class shall be vacated at the expiration of their 2nd year, the second class expiration of the 4th year, and the third class expiration of the 6th year. On 1/3 may be chosen every 2nd year. If vacancies happen by resignation or otherwise during recesses of legislature from any state, the executive, therefore, may have temporary appointments until the next meeting of the legislature, which they will fill the vacancies. Now, the Constitution is a living organism, and so a lot of these things sound crazy, but we've changed them. And when we get in further, we'll find out that we changed it because people changed it, and it's up to us to change it, not for the executive office to change, not for Doge to change. It is up to you and me and every other citizen in this country, not the powers. For the people, by the people. For the people, by the people. That if you go away with nothing else today, for the people, by the people. They're supposed to represent us. We are their boss. They don't get to tell us what to do. We get to tell them what to do. And so next time, I'll start with 4, or we'll get into, I might start jumping around a little bit, but I want you to hear it, because if you don't know your Constitution, you don't know when it's going away. So I'm in at 9 minutes now, and I'm going to stop there. We will read Section 4, Article 1, Section 4, and it has to do with getting together and meeting as a Congress. Okay? It's rules. But if you don't know the rules, you don't know when others are breaking them. Keep that in mind. But by the people, for the people. Let me read the preamble again. Those of you old as me, it starts sounding like Schoolhouse Rock. I know. Schoolhouse Rock. Rock on. But let me find the preamble, and I'm going to read that before we go. And then you will be dismissed, because this is not going to be long classes. They're going to be short, because I want to make an impact. And we're going to listen. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide a common defense, promote the general welfare, that's everybody, and secure blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Liberty to us and those that come after us. Do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America. This is what they swear an oath to. Every military person swears an oath to the Constitution. Every president swears an oath to the Constitution. Every representative swears an oath to the Constitution. Every senator swears an oath to the Constitution. Every judge swears an oath to the Constitution. If they're all swearing to this document, they better know what's in this document. And we better know what's in this document, so when they start breaking their oath about protecting the Constitution, we know it and we can speak up from knowledge, not from what we heard on TikTok, not from what we heard on some other app, Facebook. Okay. This is the actual Constitution written out in big old letters. Okay. And I'll continue reading it, but we're going to stop there for today. So thank you all for coming. Please subscribe, like, comment. Let's get this kind of out there so that people know that it's here and happening, because I think this is very important. Very important. Too many people I know, kid-wise, are being taught things that are absolutely asinine. Okay. My nephew's history book says the Holocaust was a myth. Thank goodness his teacher wasn't going to put up with it. She taught the truth. My son was told in one of his classes that slavery wasn't that bad. They got a place to sleep and a place and things to eat. Give me a freaking break. No, it was bad. There were sexual assaults going on. People cannot be owned. The reason our cuisine is different is because they had to learn how to eat stuff that they could get their hands on, because no, those plantation owners weren't giving them the food. They were hopping the fence, but they weren't giving them the food. Okay. I had a kid tell me the earth was flat, that we didn't go to the moon, because he wanted me to tell him where the light came from, but I couldn't say the sun. So with that, if I am way off out of your league as far as being over to the left too far, go away. But if you want to be part of the resistance and you don't want your kids to learn things that are not true, you want them to learn the truth, follow, like, subscribe, comment. Makes the analytics work better and gets these videos out so people can become aware of them. Like I said, if there's anybody that wants to teach a lesson, contact me. I've got the email in my subscription, I believe, or in the description. Contact me, and I'd be happy. It's not this description, but it's in the first video. So let me know. If you want to teach a topic, civics, anything, that'd be great. Okay? All right. Bye-bye.